Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today on Need for Knowledge, we go behind the scenes to see how squid is caught at sea, as well as an insight into why they might prove difficult to catch. Squid is a popular seafood worldwide, mostly because it's cheap, versatile, and tasty. Aside from its unique taste, its versatility is one of the reasons people enjoy it worldwide, considering it can be grilled, seared, boiled, and even eaten raw as sashimi in Asian countries. One of the most popular preparations of squid is chopped, breaded, and fried, especially in the United States. Squid is commonly referred to as calamari, though the term calamari encompasses any squid eaten as food. Squids are quite interesting creatures, as they are smaller and less aggressive than most aquatic creatures, but despite that, they provide a different kind of enjoyment. Many different species of squid are fished and eaten, and the health benefits of squid are linked to their high protein content. Squid is a highly commercially valuable species, but in Britain, only a few commercial vessels target squid. Only a few commercial fishing operations specialize in catching squid, mostly off the southwest coast of England and the northwest coast of Scotland. On the other hand, large-scale squid fishing operations are done in the United States, Australia, and major parts of Asia. Clearly, there is a high demand for squid worldwide, and this begs the question about how they are caught at sea. By the very nature of the word fishing, it's all about catching fish, which surprisingly also includes squid. So it's not wrong to refer to the process of harvesting squid at sea as squid fishing, although the commonly used term is squid jigging. Squid jigging can be a real joy for a novice and an experienced fisherman alike. The process of squid jigging can be summarized into three categories: finding the proper gear, choosing the right time and place, and using the perfect technique. In squid fishing, it's important to find the right gear and use the appropriate equipment for squid fishing. The squid fishing gear includes the fishing rod and the reel attached to the rod. The best fishing rod for squid fishing is a long, fast-action, lightweight trout rod. Also, it's important to consider that the fishing will be done in saltwater, so a saltwater-resistant reel is preferably selected, or you can carefully rinse the reel thoroughly with fresh water after use. Most squid fishermen commonly use a spinning reel because it's spooled up with light monofilament line, which helps fish deeper with less weight and allows the jig to move more freely in the water. Another point worth considering is that squids are fairly capable of wriggling off the jig, so reeling in the line is done swiftly to keep them on the hook. Now getting to the things that actually matter most, the squid jigs. Squids have a special eating technique, which means they need special baits too. The most popular type of bait used is squid jigs, which have a body that looks like a fish and is illuminated to catch squid's attention as they are attracted to bright light. They come in various sizes and colors, unlike any other fishing lure. Instead of the traditional fishing hooks, they have a ring of thin, very sharp, barbless wire hooks. Rather than hooking the squid in the mouth, the wire hooks snag the squid's tentacles as the squid attacks the lure. These wire hooks are attached to either a weighted or unweighted body called a jig, often including a glow-in-the-dark feature. Using live bait to catch squids is less common than squid jigs, but is also successful. In squid jigging, using a squid jig is a must. In addition, a squid bucket is also required to drop the squids in. Buckets are preferred because it's easy to rinse out the ink. The bucket is filled with water, allowing the ink to flow and rinse out easily. Squids have a unique defense mechanism, as they shoot dark black ink to scare away potential threats, and every catch is expected to squirt the dark stuff as they are being reeled in. The ink is water soluble and will wash out easily should it get on the clothes, hands, or the boat. There are many species of squid available in the world's ocean, and since squid jigging requires little modification to general handline gear, it's well suited as a seasonal activity. In squid jigging, knowing the right time and place to catch squids is important. Squids eat at night and are attracted to light, so it's easier to catch them after dark. The sea tide is also important for squid jigging, as squids like to be in deeper water where they feel more protected. This means that if there is a high tide, the chances of catching a lot of squids are higher. There's also a higher possibility of catching more squids when it's warm, as spring, summer, or even early autumn are ideal times to go squid jigging in most parts of the world. Squid jigging most often occurs at night with bright overhead lights to attract the squid. Jigs of various types and colors are attached to the hand line at 70 to 90 centimeter intervals, and often as many as 8 to 12 jigs are on one line, and many more are used on automated squid grilling systems. The lines are lowered deep into the sea depending on the light's strengths. However, keeping the jig constantly moving in the water is important. This is usually done by jerking the line, quickly pulling in the slack, and jerking once again, and this motion is repeated until the jig floats back to the surface. The line is then thrown out again and allowed to sink to the desired depth with the same jerking motion repeated over again until a squid is caught. Squids eat a lot and therefore grow very fast. They eat almost anything ranging from crabs, shrimp, small fish, and even other squids. They swim very fast using water jet propulsion but are often eaten by larger fish, whales, or seals. Squids possess ink sacs that allow them to produce a black cloud to cover themselves when they are scared. In addition, they also change colors as they move from shade to light and vice versa, making them difficult to see. All these explain why they are difficult to catch, and jigging is the preferred and most often adopted technique. After harvesting, the squids are checked for clear, bright eyes, translucent flesh, and no broken skin with intact ink sacs to ascertain their quality. Squids with broken skin or ink sacs are discarded or consumed immediately. Bruised, damaged, or discolored pieces are also discarded. For squids that are not packaged whole, the head is separated from the body by gripping the head and drawing it away from the gut and the body. The finger is then inserted under the cartilage connecting the wings to the hood to remove the wings together with the skin. The cartilage is cut from the wings, and the beak, eyes, and tentacles are also removed, leaving the hood, wings, and legs. Squid is extremely perishable and should be handled with caution right from the catch. Too much fresh water should be avoided in the processing of squid as this can harm both the flavor and texture. Refrigerated seawater is recommended for this purpose. Once cleaned, the hood, wings, and tentacles should be wrapped tightly in freezer wrap and placed on a tray atop an ice bed in a sealed, airtight container. Squids frozen within hours of harvest retain much of the integrity of their flavor and texture. It's also easier to handle and transport. The firm, tight structure of the squid flesh freezes well, and some claim that this process assists in tenderizing the squids. As squids can deteriorate quickly, especially if subjected to thermal abuse or fresh water, freezing is a viable way to ensure a consistent supply of premium quality products. Squid ink has many culinary applications thanks to its viscosity and intensity, and extracting the ink sac from whole frozen calamari is easier than a fresh one. What's your favorite squid-based delicacy? Leave your answer in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this episode of Need for Knowledge, and we will see you in the next one. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for new videos.